guys, I'm back. Today I'm going to read John 1-7, Proverbs 13, and Psalm 78. Let's get started. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him. Without him there was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the light was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. And there was a man servant from God, whose name was John. He came as a witness to bear witness about the light. All might believe through him. All might believe. He was not the light, but came to bear witness about the light. The true light, which gives life to everyone, is coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made, yet the world did not know. He came to his own, and his own people did not receive him. To all who did receive him, who believed in his name, he gave them the right to become children of God. They were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, God. And the Word became flesh, and among us, and we have seen his glory. Glory as of the only Son from the Father, full of grace and truth. For from his fullness we have all received grace upon grace. For the Lord was given them as grace and truth we have received. Grace and truth we have all received. Grace and truth came through Jesus Christ. No one has ever seen God, the only God who is at the Father's side. He is made known. And this is the testimony of John. When the Jews sent priests and Levites from Jews to ask him, who are you? He confessed, and did not deny, but confessed, I am not the Christ. And they asked him, then what then? Are you Elijah? He said, I am not. Are you the prophet? They answered, no. Then they said to him, who are you? You need to give an answer to those who sent us. What do you say about yourself? He said, I am the voice of one crying out in the wilderness, make straight the way of the Lord. As the prophet Isaiah said. And he asked him, well, then why are you baptizing if you are neither Christ nor Elijah nor the prophet? John answered, no, I baptize with water, but among you stands one you do not know. Even he comes after me, the strap of whose sandal I am not worthy to untie. These things took place in Bethany across the Jordan, where John was baptizing. And the next day he saw Jesus coming toward him, and he said, you are the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world. It is him whom I said, after he comes a man who ranks before me, and because he was before me. And I myself did not know him, but for this purpose I came baptizing with water, he might be revealed to Israel. And John bore witness, I saw the Spirit descend from heaven like a dove, and remained on him. I myself did not know. Yet he sent me to baptize with water, said to me, he on whom you say the Spirit descend and remain, this is he baptized with the Holy Spirit. I have seen and bore witness, that is the Son of God. The next day again, John was standing with two of his disciples. He looked at Jesus as he walked by and said, behold, the Lamb of God. The two disciples heard him and say this, and followed the same. And they followed Jesus. Jesus returned and said to them following and said to them, what are you seeking? And they said to him, Rabbi, where are you staying? He said to them, come and you will see. So they came and saw where he was staying, and stayed with him that day, and where it was about the temple. One of the two who heard John speak and followed Jesus was Andrew, Simon Peter's brother. He first found his own brother Simon and said to him, you found the Messiah. When he brought him to Jesus, Jesus looked at him and said, you are Simon the son of John. He showed upon the surface. And the next day Jesus decided to go to Galilee. He found Philip and said to him, follow me. Now Philip was from Bethsaida, the city of Andrew and Peter. Philip found Nathanael and said to him, he found him of whom is the Lord, whose the prophets wrote, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph. Nathanael said to him, can anything good come out of Nazareth? Philip said to him, come and see. Jesus saw Nathanael coming toward him and said to him, you are an Israelite indeed, whom there is no deceit. Nathanael said to him, how do you know me? Jesus answered him, your father called you when you were under the fig tree, I saw you. Nathanael answered him, Rabbi, you are the Son of God. You are the King of Israel. Jesus answered, yes, I said to you, I saw you under the fig tree. Do you believe? You will see great things indeed. And he said to him, truly, truly, I say to you, you will see heaven open, and the angels of God descending and descending on the Son of Man. And the third day there was a wedding at Cana in Galilee, and Mother Jesus was there. Jesus was invited to the wedding with his disciples. When the wine ran out, the mother of Jesus said to him, I have no wine. And Jesus said to her, and what does this have to do with me? My hour is not yet come. His mother said to herself, do whatever she tells you. Now there were 6 stone water jars there, where the Jews raised of purification, each holding 20 or 30 gallons. And Jesus said to himself, fill the jars with water. And they filled them up to the brim. And he said to them, now draw some out and take it to the master of the feast. So they took it, and the master of the feast tasted the water, and it now become wine, and did not know where it came from. The master of the feast called the bridegroom and said to him, no one says to give wine first, and when he put drunk freely, then the poor wine, and you kept the good wine till now. This is the first of his signs Jesus did in Cana and Galilee, and manifested his glory, and his disciples believed him. After this he went on to keep whereas both his mother and his brothers and his disciples, and they stayed there for a few days. And the Passover of the Jews was there, and Jesus went out to Jerusalem. In the temple he found those who were selling oxen and sheep and pigeons, all the money changers sitting there. and making a whip of cords, he dragged them all out of the temple. The sheep and oxen, he pulled out the coins and the money changers and overturned their tables. And he told those who sold the pigeons, "Take these things away. Do not make my father's house a house of trade." His disciples remembered that it was written, "Zeal for your house will consume me." So the Jews said to him, "What sign do you show us for doing these things?" Jesus answered, "Destroy this temple in 3 days, I'll raise it." And Jesus said, "It has taken 46 years to build this temple, and will he raise it up in 3 days?" And speaking about the temple as well, and therefore he was raised from the dead. His disciples remembered that he had said this, and they believed the scripture of what that Jesus had spoken. And when he was in Jerusalem at the Passover feast, many believed in his name, and they saw the sign that he was doing. And Jesus on his part did not entrust himself to them, because they knew all people and knew no one to witness about men, but he himself knew what was in men. And there was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews. This man came to Jesus by night and said to him, "Rabbi, we know that you are a teacher come from God, but no one can do these signs that you do unless God is with them." And Jesus answered, "Truly, truly, I say to you, unless one is born again, he cannot see kingdom of God." Nicodemus said to him, "How can a man be born when he is old?" And he entered a second time into his mother's womb and be born. Jesus answered, "Truly, truly, I say to you, unless one is born of water and spirit, he cannot enter the kingdom of God. And that which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the spirit is spirit. Do not marvel at that which I said to you. Do not marvel at that which I said to you. And I said to you, you must be born again. You must be born again. And the wind blows where it wishes, and you hear its sound, but you do not know where it comes from or where it goes. So it is with everyone who is born of the Spirit." Nicodemus said to him, "How can these things be?" Jesus answered, "Are you the teacher of Israel, and you do not understand these things? Truly, truly, I say to you, we speak of what we know, and bear witness to what we see, but you do not receive our testimony. If I told you earthly things, and you do not believe, how can you believe if I tell you heavenly things? No one has ascended into heaven except he who is sent from heaven, the Son of Man. As Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, so must the Son of Man be lifted up, so that whoever believes in him may have eternal life. And God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have eternal life. But God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, and all that the world might be saved through him. Whoever believes in him is not condemned, and whoever does not believe is condemned already. Because he does not believe in the name of the only Son of God. And this is the judgment. The light is coming to the light, and people love darkness rather than the light, because their works are evil. For everyone who does wicked things hates the light and does not come to the light, and his works should be exposed. Whoever does what is true comes to the light, so that it may be clearly seen that his works have been carried out in God. After this, Jesus and his disciples went into Judea and some countryside, and he remained there until he was baptizing. John was baptizing at Ain near Sam, because water was plentiful there, and people coming and being baptized. Now a discussion arose between some of John's disciples and the Jew of purification. And they came to John and said to him, "Rabbi, we hear with you across the Jordan, to whom you bore witness, that he is baptizing, and all are going to him." John answered, "A person cannot receive even one thing unless it is given him from him. He yourself bear me witness, and I say, I am not the Christ. I have been sent from you. And when he hears the house of bride, the bridegroom, and the bridegroom who stands and hears and rejoices greatly at the bridegroom's voice. And therefore this joy of mine is now complete. You must increase, but I must decrease. He who comes from above is above all. He who is of the earth belongs to the earth and seeks an earthly way. He who comes from heaven is above all. He bears witness to what he has seen and heard. Yet no one receives testimony. Whoever receives his testimony sets a seal to this. And God is true, for he whom God has sent as the words of God, for he gives the Spirit with actual measure. The Father loves the Son and has given all things into his hand. Whoever believes in the Son has eternal life, and whoever does not obey the Son shall not see life, but the wrath of God remains on him. Now when Jesus learned that the Pharisees had heard that Jesus was baptizing, and baptizing more disciples than John, so he left Judah and departed again for Galilee, and he had to pass through Samaria. He came to a town in Samaria called C.Jun, near the field that Jacob had given to his son Joseph. Jacob's well was there, so Jesus waited as he was from his well. And he was sitting beside the well. And it was about the 6th hour. A woman out of Samaria came to draw water. Jesus said to her, "Give me a drink." And Jesus answered, "If you knew the gift of the Samaritan woman said to him, how is it that you ask for a drink from me, the woman of Samaria?" Jesus answered her, "If you knew the gift of God and who it is that is saying to you, 'Give me a drink,' you would have asked him, and he would have given you living water." The woman said, "Sir, you have nothing to draw water with, and the well is deep. Where do you get that living water? Are you greater than our father Jacob? And he gave us the one drink from himself, as to his sons and livestock." So he said to him, "Everyone who drinks of this water will be thirsty again. Whoever drinks the water that I'll give him will never be thirsty again. The water that I give him will become in him a spring of water welling up to eternal life." The woman said to him, Sir, give me this water, so that I will not be thirsty or have to come here to draw water. Jesus said to her, Go, call your husband, come here. The woman answered, I have no husband. Jesus said to her, You are right in saying I have no husband. You had 5 husbands, and the one who you now have is not your husband. What you said is true. The woman said to her, Sir, I perceive that you are a prophet. Our fathers worshipped on this man. And you see in Jerusalem, it is a place where people ought to worship. Jesus said to her, Well, believe me, the hour is coming when neither on this man nor in Jerusalem will we worship the Father. And you worship what you do not know. And you worship what we know, for salvation is from the Jews. But the hour is coming, and now is now here. The true worshippers will worship the Father in spirit and truth, and for the Father is seeking such people to worship him. God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship in spirit and truth. The woman said to him, I know that the Messiah is coming. When he comes, he will tell us all things. He said to her, I who speak to you. Just as the disciples came back, they marveled that he was talking with the woman. And no one said, What do you seek? Or why are you talking with her? So the woman left her water jar and went away into town, and said to the people, Come, see a man who told me all that I ever did. And this be the Christ. So they went out of the town, and were coming to him. And while the disciples were urging him, saying, Rabbi, eat. Or they said to him, I have food to eat that you do not know about. And the disciples said to one another, Has anyone brought him something to eat? And Jesus said to him, My food is to do the will of him who sent me to accomplish his work. Do you not say, There are yet 4 months, and comes the harvest? Look, I tell you, lift your eyes, and see that the fields are white for harvest. Already the one who reaps, you'll see wages and gathering fruit for eternal life, so that sower and reaper may rejoice together. Here the saying holds true. The one sows and another reaps. I send you to reap that for which you did not labor. Others have labored, and you've entered into that labor. Many Samaritans from the town believed in him because of the woman's testimony. He told me all that I ever did. So when the Samaritans came to him, they asked him to stay with them. He stayed there 2 days, and many more believed because of his word. They said to one, It is no longer because of what you said that we believe. We have heard for ourselves, and we know that this is indeed the Savior of the world. After the 2 days, he departed for Galilee. So when he came to Galilee, the Galileans welcomed him, going to see all that he had done in Jerusalem at the feast. But they too had gone to the feast, and he came again to Cana in Galilee, where he had made the water. And he came on, there was an official whose son was ill. And his man heard that Jesus had come from Judea to Galilee. He went to him and asked him to come down and heal his son. He was at the point of death. But Jesus said to him, Unless you see signs and wonders, you will not believe. If you said to his son, Come down, for my child dies, Jesus said to him, Go, your son will live. The man believed the word that Jesus spoke to him and went on his way. As he was going down, his servants met him and told him his son was recovering. They asked him the hour when he would begin to get better. And they said to him, Yesterday at the 7th hour the fever left him. The father knew that was the hour when Jesus said to him, Your son will live. And he himself believed, and was hastened. This was now the second sign that Jesus did when he came from Judea to Galilee. After this, there was a feast of the Jews, and Jesus went out to Jerusalem. And there was in Jerusalem by the sheep gate a pool in Aramaic called Bethesda, which is 5 roofed colonnades, and then in these lay a multitude of invalids, blind, lame, and paralyzed. One man was there who had been invalid for 38 years. And Jesus saw him lying there and knew that he had already been there a long time. He said to him, Do not I want to be healed? Sick man answered, Sir, I have no one to put me into the pool, and the water is stirred, and why I am going another step down before me. Jesus said to him, Get up, take your bed and walk. And at once the man was healed. He took up his bed and walked. That day was the Sabbath. So the Jews said to the man being healed, It is Sabbath, it is not lawful for you to take up your bed. And he answered, And he healed me. That man said to me, Take up your bed and walk. They asked him, Who was the man that had said to you, Take up your bed and walk? The man who had been healed did not know who it was. So the Jews had withdrawn, as there was a crowd in the place. After Jesus found it in the temple and said to him, You are well, sin no more, that nothing worse may happen to you. A man went away and told the Jews it was Jesus who had healed him. And this is why the Jews were persecuting Jesus, because he was doing these things on the Sabbath. The Jews answered, My father is working until now, and I am working. And this is why the Jews were seeking all the more to come. Because not only was he breaking Sabbath, he was even calling God his own Father, making himself equal with God. So Jesus said to him, Truly, I say to you, some can do anything of his own accord, rather than what he sees the Father doing. Whatever the Father does, that the Son does likewise. The Father loves the Son and shows all that he himself is doing. The greater works than these, so that he shown, so you may marvel. For as the Father raises the dead and gives them life, so as the Son gives life to whom he will. And the Father judges no one, but he has given all judgment to the Son, that all may honor the Son, just as they honor the Father. Whoever does not honor the Son does not honor the Father who sent him. Truly, I say to you, whoever hears my word and believes him who sent me has eternal life. He does not come into judgment, has passed from death to life. Truly, I say to you, an hour is coming and is now here, and they will hear the voice of the Son of God, and those who hear will live. For as the Father has lived in life himself, He's granted the Son to have life himself. He's given him authority to execute judgment because he's the Son of Man. Don't marvel at this, for an hour is coming when all who are in the tombs will hear his voice and come out. Those who have done good to the resurrection of life, and those who have done evil to the resurrection of judgment. I can do nothing on my own. I hear and I judge. And my judgment is just. Thus I seek not my own will, not my own, but the will of him who sent me. If I alone bear witness about myself, my testimony is not true. Is not true. No, there's another who bears witness about me. I know that the testimony that he bears about me is true. He sent to John, and he has borne witness to the truth. Not that the testimony I receive is from man, but I say these things so that you may be saved. There's a burning and shining light, and you are willing to rejoice for a while in this light. The testimony that I have is greater than that of John. On the works that the Father has given me to accomplish the very works I am doing, they witness about me that the Father sent me. And the Father who sent me has himself borne witness about me. There is a voice you have never heard, his form you have never seen, and you do not have his word abiding in you, or you do not believe the one whom he sent. It says scriptures because you think that in them you have eternal life. And it is they that they bear witness about me. He refused to come to me that you may have life. I do not receive glory from people, and I know that you do not have the love of God within you. But I come in my Father's name, and you do not receive me. If another comes in his own name, you will receive him. How can you believe you receive glory from one? I do not see the glory that comes from the only God. Do not think that I will accuse you to the Father. There is one who accuses you, Moses, on whom you set your hope. If you believe Moses, you would believe me, for he wrote of me. And if you do not believe his writings, how will you believe my words? After this, Jesus went away to the other side of the Sea of Galilee, the Sea of Tiberias, and a large crowd was following him, because they saw the sign that he was doing on the sea. Jesus went up on the mountain because they saw the signs that he was doing on the sea. Jesus went up on the mountain, and there he sat down with his disciples. Now the Passover the feast of the Jews, with a hand lifting up his eyes, Jesus said, have the people sit down. Now there was much grass in the place, so men sat down, about 5,000 in number. Jesus then took the loaves, and when he had given thanks, he distributed them to those who received. He chose the fish as much as they wanted, and when they had eaten their fill, he told his disciples, gather the leftover fragments, and nothing may be lost. So they gathered them out and filled 12 baskets with fragments from the 5 bundles left by those who ate. And when the people saw the sign that they had done, they said, this is indeed the prophet who has come to the world. Assuming then that they were about to come and take him by force, they came King Jesus withdrew against the men about himself. But the evening came, his disciples went down to the sea. They got into a boat and started across the sea to keep him up. It was now dark, and Jesus had not yet come to. The sea became rough because strong wind was blowing. When they had rowed about 3 or 4 miles, they saw Jesus walking the sea and coming near the boat, and they were frightened. But he said to his eyes, do not be afraid. And they were glad to take him into the boat, and immediately the boat was at the land to which they were going. And the next day the crowd that remained on the other side of the sea saw that there had been only one boat there, and that Jesus had not entered the boat with his disciples, and that his disciples had gone away alone. Other boats from Tiberias came near the place where they had eaten the bread, after the Lord had given thanks. So when the crowd saw that Jesus was not there, nor his disciples, they had themselves gone into the boats and went to keep him seeking Jesus. Then they found him on the other side of the sea, and they said to him, Rabbi, when did you come here? Jesus answered them, truly, truly, I say to you, you are seeking me, not because you saw signs, but because you ate your fill of the loaves. You don't work for the food that perishes, but for the food that endures to eternal life, which the Son of Man will give to you. Go on him to go on, the Father says to you. Then they said to him, what must we do to be doing the works of God? Jesus answered them, this is the work of God, that you believe in him whom he has sent. So he said to him, then what sign do you do? Now let me see and believe you. What work do you perform? Our fathers ate the manna in the wilderness, as his bread, and you give them bread from heaven to eat. Jesus then said to them, truly, truly, I say to you, it's not on earth who gave you the bread from heaven, but my Father who gives you the true bread from heaven. When the bread of God is he who comes down from heaven and gives life to the world. And he said to him, Sir, give us this bread always. And Jesus said, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me shall not hunger. Whoever believes me shall never thirst. And I say to you that you see me and yet do not believe. All that the Father gives me will come to me. And whoever comes to me I will never cast out. I have come down from heaven not to do my own will, as the will of him who sent me. And it is the will of him who sent me that I should lose nothing of all that he has given me. Raise up on the last day, for this is the will of my Father. Anyone who looks on the Son and believes in him should have eternal life, and I will raise him up on the last day. So the Jews grumbled about him, because he said, I am the bread that came down from heaven. And they said, is not this Jesus, the son of Joseph, whose father and mother we know? How does he now say, I have come down from heaven? Jesus answered them, do not grumble among yourselves. No one can come to me unless the Father who sent me draws him. And I will raise him up on the last day. It is written in the prophets, and they will all be taught by God. Everyone who has heard and learned from the Father comes to me. Not that anyone has seen the Father, except he who is from God. If you have seen the Father, then truly, truly, I say to you, whoever believes has eternal life. The bread of life. Your fathers ate the manna in the wilderness, and they died. This is the bread that comes down from heaven. And one may eat it and not die. I am the living bread that came down from heaven. If anyone eats this bread, he will live forever. And the bread that I give, I'll give for the life of the world is my flesh. The Jews then disputed among themselves, saying, how can this man give us his flesh to eat? So Jesus said to them, truly, truly, I say to you, unless you eat the flesh of the Son of Man and drink his blood, you have no life in you. Whoever feeds on my flesh and drinks my blood has eternal life, and I'll raise him up on the last day. For my flesh is true food, and my blood is true drink. Whoever feeds on my flesh and drinks my blood abides in me, and I in him, as the living Father sent me, and I live because of the Father. So whoever feeds on me, he also will live because of me. This is the bread that came down from heaven. He is not like the bread that fathers ate and died. Whoever feeds on this bread will live forever. Jesus said these things in synagogue, and he told it in Capernaum. And many of his disciples heard it. They said, this is a hard saying. You can listen to it. But Jesus, knowing in himself that his disciples were grumbling about this, said to them, do you take offense at this? Then what if you were to see the Son of Man, and saying to where he was before? His spirit who gives life, the flesh is no help at all. Unless I have spoken to you, our spirit and life. But there are some of you who do not believe. And he said, this is why I told you that no one can come to him unless he's granted to him by the Father. After this, many of his disciples came back and no longer walked with him. So Jesus said to the 12, do you want to go away as well? And Simon Peter answered, Lord, to whom shall we go? You the words of eternal life, and we believe, and I have come to know that you are the Holy One of God. Jesus answered them, did I not choose 12? Yet one of you is the devil. He spoke of Jesus, the son of Simon Iscariot, for he, one of the 12, was going to betray me. Proverbs 13. A wise son is the father's instruction, but the scoffer doesn't listen to it. From the fruit of his mouth a man eats what's good, from the desires of the right and treacherous to find. Whoever guards his mouth preserves his life, he opens wide his lips come to him. The soul of the slug craves and gets nothing. The soul of the judge richly supply the righteous hates false with the wicked brings shame and disgrace. Righteousness guards him his way is blameless. The sin never stows the wicked. One pretends to be rich, he has nothing. Another pretends to be poor, he has great wealth. The ransom of a man's life is worth. A poor man has no threat. The life of the righteous rejoices. The lamp of the wicked will be put out. Her insolence comes nothing but scrap. With grace take advice wisdom. Wealth gained hastily will dwindle. Whoever gathers little by little increase. Hope deferred makes the heart sick. Her desire for the true love. Who despises the Lord makes destruction on himself. He who obeys the command will be rewarded. Did you know the wise is found of life? That one may turn away from the snares of death. Business wins favor. The way of the treacherous is that ruin. How a man acts with knowledge. What a fool flaunts his folly. A wicked messenger falls into trouble. A faithful envoy brings healing. Poverty and disgrace come to him making laws instruction. Whoever heeds will prove his honor. The desire for the sweets is self. And to turn away from your is an abomination to fools. Whoever walks with the wise will become wise. With the companion of fools will suffer harm. Disaster pursues sinners, and the righteous are rewarded with good. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children, and the sinner's wealth is laid for the righteous. Follow the ground of the poor would yield much fruit. And is swept away through injustice. Whoever spares the rod hates the son. He loves him is diligent to discipline. Righteousness is not to satisfy his appetite, but the belly of the wicked suffers want. Psalm 78. Give ear, O people, to my teaching. Incline your ears to the words of my mouth. I'll open my mouth in the power all other dark things so all things that we have heard and that our fathers have told us. Our fathers have told us. I will not hide them from our children, but tell to the coming generation. The glorious deeds of the Lord is by the wonders he has done. He established a testimony in Jacob and upon the law in Egypt. Israel when he commanded the fathers to teach their children. And that the next generation might know them. Children yet unborn and arise and tell them to their children so they should set their hope in God and not forget the works of God. They keep his commandments that they should not be like their fathers. A stubborn and rebellious generation, generation whose heart was not established, whose spirit was not faithful to God, therefore he might armed with the bow, turned back on the day of battle. They did not keep God's covenant, but refused to walk according to the law. And they forgot his ways and the wonders he had shown. Inside their fathers he performed wonders in the lands of Egypt, in the fields of Zon. And he divided the sea and let them pass through. He made the waters stand like heat. And in the daytime he led them like a cloud, with a cloud, and the night with firelight. He split rocks in the wilderness. He gave them drink abundantly as from the deep. He made streams flow out of the rock. and come out of the room, cause waters to flow down like a river. And if they sin still more against the rebellion against the Most High in the desert, it says to God in their heart that I demand and free their cry. They spoke against gods, and can gods spread a table of the waters? He struck the rocks so that water crashed down through his river. He also would give bread to provide me for his people. Therefore, when the Lord heard his full wrath, fire was kindled against Jacob. His anger rose against Israel, because they did not believe in God and did not trust the saving power. He commanded the skies above and opened the doors of heaven, and he went down on the man to eat. He gave the grain of heaven, and ate the bread of the angels. He sent the food in abundance. He caused the east wind to blow in the heavens. He used power he went out the south wind. He rained on them like dust, wind burst like sand, the seas from the corner mist they came all around their doors. And they ate were well filled. He gave them what they craved, and what they craved. For they satisfied their craving. And they grew while the food was still in their mouths. The anger of the God rose against them. And he killed the strongest of them, and they led the young men. Despite this, they still sinned. Despite wonders, they did not believe. They made their days vanish like a breath. And they used in terror when they killed them. He said, they repented and sought God. And they remembered God was their rock. Most High, their Redeemer. They flattered him with their mouth, and lied to him with their tongues. Their heart was not steadfast toward it. They were not faithful to his covenant. Yet he being compassionate and turned from their iniquity, and did not show them, and did not stir up God's wrath. You remember that they were but flesh. When their pastime comes not again. How often they rebelled against him in the wilderness, and grieved him themselves. They tested God again and again, and perfect the Holy One Israel. They did not remember his power of the day when he redeemed them from the flesh. And he formed them his signs in Egypt, and the marvels and fears his arm. And so that he turned their rivers to blood, so they could not drink of their stream. He sent among them swords of flies, which devoured them, and the frogs which devoured them, which destroyed them. He gave their crops to the destroying locusts, and the fruit of their labor to the locusts. He destroyed their vines with hail, and the sycamores with frost. He gave the cattle to the hail, and their flocks to thunderbolt. He let loose on them his burning anger, wrath, indignation, distress, a company of destroying angels. He made a path for his anger, but he did not spare them from death. He gave their lives over to the plague. He struck down every firstborn in Egypt. He the firstfruits of their strength in the tents of Ham. He led out his people like sheep, and guided them in the wilderness like a flock. He led them in safety, so that they were not afraid. And so he overwhelmed their enemies, and he brought them to his holy land, to the manner which his right hand had won. And he drove a nation before them. He apportioned them for a possession, and set out the tribes of Israel in their tents. They tested and rebelled against the Most High God, and did not keep his testimonies. They turned away and acted treacherously like their fathers. And he twisted like a deceitful bow, for they provoked him to anger with their high places. He moved them to jealousy with the idols. When God heard, he was full of wrath. He utterly rejected Israel. He forsook his dwelling in Sheol, the tent where he dwelt among mankind. He delivered his power to captivity, his glory to hand before he gave his people over to the sword, and vented his wrath on his house. He fired about the young men, and the young women had no marriage song. The priests felt bad song, and the women made no lamentation. And the Lord awoke his from sleep like a strong man shouting because of light. And he put his adversary to rout. He put them to everlasting shame. He rejected the turn of Joseph, and did not choose the tribe of Ephraim. He chose the tribe of Judah, Mount Zion, which he lost. He built a sanctuary like the high heavens, like the earth which he has found forever. He chose David his servant, took him from the sheepfold, and following the nursing ewes, he brought him to shepherd Jacob, who was his eyes and hands. From Abraham he shepherded them, and guided them into with skillful hand. Now the stone nation united the Lord's prayer. He's very head, the Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, forgive our debtors. He has not temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. It is the kingdom, power, and the glory forever. Amen. See you tomorrow. Bye.